Guilty Gear Strive on the Nintendo Switch finally got the long-awaited update that was gonna bring parity to it with the other consoles. A quick rundown first for anybody who's new here. Guilty Gear Strive launched on the Switch at the beginning of the year with all DLC for free up until Queen Dizzy, but ever since then the game didn't really get anything. And when I say it didn't get anything, I mean that. The rest of Season 4 after Queen Dizzy was totally absent on the Nintendo Switch, but all of that came to an end today, and now Unika, Venom, and Lucy are all available on the Nintendo Switch version of Guilty Gear Strive. I'm going to show you some gameplay and some of the other things that we got, but first, hit the like button to support the channel, leave a comment down below to let the algorithm know you want more Nintendo Switch fighting game content, and let's get to it. So with this new update, the last 3 characters of Season 4 are finally available on the Switch, those characters being Unika, Venom, and Lucy from the Cyberpunk anime. Here you can see them in the eShop, and as you're probably aware by now, the final 3 characters of Season 4 on the Switch are not gonna be free the way that Queen Dizzy was. I know a lot of you expected that they would be, but I was telling you guys not to keep your hopes up. I thought that there might have been a chance, but I always figured that it was going to be unlikely. And they are available for $7 each, which might be a bit steep if you're like me and don't really play the game that much. I ended up never playing the game as much as I thought I would, which is why, for the purposes of this video, I only bought one character, and that's Unika. And I chose her because I thought she was really cool. But I do have Switch gameplay of Venom and Lucy, which are replays I got from other players that were playing it on the Nintendo Switch. So this is Switch gameplay as well. So don't be confused, this is not me playing the game. So shout out to K001 and D-Brol for the gameplay. They're the ones playing Unika and Lucy respectively. There are some people on Twitter though that are really mad that these characters are not free. Dracnus Game here says, but what sons of well, I'm not gonna say that. Make them free and well, you can see for yourself what else he says. He had some not so nice words for the developers, but all I've got to say to that is it would have been cool if they were free, but they already gave us all of Seasons 1 through 3 and Queen Dizzy as well, completely for free. So with these last 3 characters still being relatively recent additions to the game in general, it wouldn't make much sense for all of them to be free. And on top of that, the boys who worked on porting this game to the Switch, they gotta get paid too, because it looks like not too many people bought this game on the Switch. You guys want everything for free for a game that you're not even buying. I'm not a developer myself, but I think it's a pretty safe bet that a lot of work goes into making these games, and then even downporting it to a system like the old Switch. So to then go on a tirade shitting on the devs because they didn't give you their labor for free, it's not a good look, guys, but I know it's not all of you. Along with these new characters, we also got the new ranked match feature. So when you go in and pick a ranked match, you have a list of things that you can pick from the region and connection quality preference, how often your potential opponent disconnects, and things like that. So after you're done setting everything to the way that you want it, you hit start search and the game automatically starts looking for an opponent for you. For what it's worth, this match that you're watching right now took me about 40 seconds to find. I'm the Unika player, and yeah, I know I'm not really that good. In fact, I'm actually really bad at the game. I practiced one combo and I didn't get to do it. This was also a 250 plus MS connection, but it felt really good, honestly. The rollback in this game still performs really well. Also, I forgot to mention it earlier, so I'll mention it now. This game is currently half off. So for just $30 on the eShop, you get Guilty Gear Strive with Seasons 1, 2, and 3, and Queen Dizzy as well. And like I said, the last 3 characters have to be bought separately. This sale is going to continue until January 6th, so you still got like 3 weeks to get on this sale before it goes back to full price. But going back to the update, I'm hoping with this new ranked match feature that it's going to encourage more people to play, because it's a very easy hop on and play system now. I don't know why they didn't have it before. Unlike how it was before when we had to go to the lobbies to find people, with the way that it was before, I think looking at the lobbies and seeing 0 people in every single lobby on the Switch just made people get off the game because they have a visual that's telling them that no one is on. You always had the quick match feature, but that's all the way down at the bottom of the list, so people are going to be lazy and they're not going to want to scroll all the way down to get to it. So who knows, there could have been a lot of people who were actually on in this game on the Switch, but they only wanted to do quick match because they don't like ranked mode. And if you're somebody who bought the game only for ranked, then you got on and you saw 0 people were online. So what are you gonna do in that situation? You're just gonna hop off, right? But now with this new ranked feature, it's like quick match, but for ranked mode, which is how it always should have been, but at least that's how it is now. I do think that you're gonna have an easier time finding people online now with this half off sale and with how much easier they made it so you could just get online and play. There are some negatives as well. There are 2 new stages that were left out of this update for the Nintendo Switch Edition, and before you ask, no, this update did not bring us crossplay. You gotta keep your expectations tempered. I think it was a miracle that this version even got rollback netcode in the first place, because if you remember, Dragon Ball FighterZ still does not have rollback netcode on the Switch, and with the limited capability of the old Switch, I would not expect it to get crossplay, because even though it runs good on the Switch for what it is, if you try crossplay this version with the PlayStation 5, it's just not going to work because the PlayStation 5 processes everything so much faster. If we were talking about the Nintendo Switch 2, well, that's another story. That's a system that has Street Fighter 6 with full crossplay with the Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. So if I'm being honest, my prediction for the Switch version of Guilty Gear Strive is that this is probably going to be it. I don't think we're getting the 2.0 update next year. I don't think we're going to get it. They're already gutting things like stages that can't run that well on the old Switch. So what do you think is going to happen when Jam and the other characters release? And presumably we're also going to get more stages with the 2.0 update. I think they kill support for this version and release a Switch 2 edition with a 2.0 update with crossplay and everything included. That's going to be it for this video. If you dudes enjoyed it, you know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to keep bringing you more combo videos, online matches, and video game news. I'm Switchplayed. Done.